Hi, my name is Kenneth. I received my undergraduate degree from the University of Texas at San Antonio in December of 2016. After spending 3.5 years focusing on the science of psychology, I am now a graduate student in the Curriculum and Instruction Education program at UTSA. I am interested in completing my master's in education for a few reasons. One, I want to be a high school football coach who does an even better job in the classroom. Two, I want to become the best teacher I can be in order to change the lives of my students. And three, I want to do a job I actually enjoy so I don't really have to work a day in my life. During my tenure in high school, I was inspired by some of the best people in the world. These people also just so happen to be some of my teachers. I've learned more about education than I ever thought I would in just the last 6 months I've been in graduate school. These teachers that inspired me to take on this career path showed me and other students the good side of the educational realm. But I know that not every student is fortunate enough to get the pleasure of enjoying that. That is the main reason I enrolled, to be another one of the teachers who positively affects their students' lives, and the main themes of this course will help me in that pursuit. Throughout this course, I've been able to really grasp the socio-political nature of education, allowing me to have a fresh, new perspective on education. Learning details of the United States educational enterprise and several of the learning theories is what has helped me grasp the idea of how critical the social process of schooling is. Also, I better understand that education is not just about a classroom being led by a teacher and information being drilled into the minds of students. Also, the political side of education has come into light for me as well, as I have learned how the way students are taught, from their lessons plans to the functioning of schools, is all decided by politics. This is extremely important to know because as an educator, there will be times when things need to change to get the most knowledge to your students. At one point or another, a school system will fail students, but that's where politics come in, as it is our duty to find the best way to teach our students. From reading the works of Gloria Ladson Billings and Claudia Golden, it is evident that the education system is not where America needs it to be, but we have definitely come a very long way. I have also begun to understand the development of theories in interdisciplinary learning and teaching. Really, it's all based on the idea that the different parts of education work together. Nasani writes about interdisciplinarity being inevitable because students need to be taught this way. Whether we are talking about research, knowledge, or theories, you cannot have one without the other. This is why it's important to blend them all together when teaching, so students get the most out of their learning experience. I've blended this into my personal life as well. By watching and learning from teachers who are phenomenal and knowledgeable about the art of entwining several aspects of learning and making them work together. As Moran writes, interdisciplinary, there have been great advancements from the ideas of Aristotle to what educators know about how students learn today. On the idea of social justice in schools, there is much to consider. Social equality in school has not been up to par with the new 2017 ideologies. More so than ever, people are really buying into the idea that traits people cannot control do not make them any more or less important, especially not in the world of education. Segregating people based on the color of their skin, disabilities, etc., is wrong and unacceptable. In Annion's study, she determines the different social classes of elementary schools result in different curriculum and instruction in those schools. If we can solve the variance of curriculum for privileged versus non-privileged students, we can begin to heal wounds created by the educational gap. Freire writes in Pedagogy of the Oppressed that the minorities must be taught about their social injustices so that they can learn to counteract them and find success in education. Key theories are manifested in diverse educational context for a few reasons. Firstly, everyone comes from a different background, partially determining what kind of learner they may be. It is important to cater to the needs of every child to ensure equal opportunity is available in schools. Secondly, these theories that focus on the social aspect of education bring out the best in diverse settings, especially when students are introduced to this diversity at a young age and are able to adjust and thrive. Since this course, I have decided to pay closer attention to what theories educators prefer and which ones are most effective for particular settings. Due to the multiple theories we have learned about in these modules, it has become easier to grasp the ideas of teaching diverse populations. Social learning theory, behaviorism, constructionism, constructivism, situated learning theory, and andragogy are the theories we reflected on, but there are so many more theories explaining how different the process of learning can be. It is absolutely proven, time and time again, that these key learning theories will work, especially in diverse settings. As the educational progress in America and worldwide continues, diversity will continue to increase in schools. So it is absolutely necessary as educators we are familiar with all of these theories. The needs of diverse learners are met by applying foundational theories because the theories tend to be attentive to everyone. With school becoming more of a social development hub than just a teacher cramming knowledge into kids, it allows people of all shapes, sizes, colors, backgrounds, and cultures to have an equal opportunity for success. For example, something like situated learning theory allows students to become closer by newcomers in the community's language, acts, and way of life. This allows people who are different from others to fit in more by each group being able to relate to others. As cultural and sexual diversity, disabled students, and the number of 21st generation learners continues to grow, schools are becoming better at coming up with ways to make education even for all entities. Today more than ever, society is really trying to get a grasp on equality. As discussed in the module, inclusion is a huge part of the road to getting everyone on the same page of equality. If we can get students to be okay with others being different, the setting at school will be better not only socially, but students will be more comfortable and learn better as well. My personal plan of action for integrating the main themes of this course is to be knowledgeable of all the main learning theories. Along with that, it is important to know how decisions are made for curriculum so changes can be made if current methodologies of education are not working for students. By acquiring knowledge of all theories, I can become a better teacher and have more impact on my students' lives by being best fit to know how each student learns. While some theories work for some students, others do not, and I feel it is of the utmost importance that educators know multiple different angles on the idea of how students take in information. Though knowing about theories and politics of education is extremely important, the most crucial part of any action plan for enhancing education is engaging and getting to know your students. I've seen many students of various ages, various grades, begin to dislike school due to their teachers not knowing who they are teaching. While many theories have been developed, not all ideas work for every student. Knowing about the theories is not any help if you don't know who you're teaching. By simply figuring out who's sitting in your class and finding the attack plan that is right for them, you give students the best shot at equal opportunity and lifelong success. Figuring out your students is the most crucial part of being the successful educator I intend to be.